Hello everyone. Welcome to another edition of Dani Dishes. How the heck is it halfway through 2014? I'm not really sure how this happened. No one checked with me to make sure that it was okay that the year was passing by this quickly. I just cannot even believe that we are at the midway point. And it's kind of the best time to make an assessment of how the first half of the year went, what you want to accomplish in the second half. And for me, I'm looking for more consistency. And I know that I had set that as one of my goals for the year of 2014. I don't really like to set resolutions. Instead, it's kind of setting some sort of goal, especially because, not so much worried about, trying to lose weight. It's more like being able to maintain. So I have to kind of change my goals. And so I wanted to be more consistent. And so I think that this first half of the year, I was not. It was a very much of a roller coaster with workouts, with eating, with mental, the whole thing was not as consistent as I want it to be. So I think that's what I'm really going to work for in the second half. And I think I'm already there, at least going in the forward direction. Because I think for the past 2 weeks or so, I've been getting more into a rhythm. Making sure to find more balance between indulging, making sure that my workouts have become more variety. I think I was getting really stuck in just running, and that wasn't helping. It's wearing down the body, and it's not getting me any closer to that half Ironman that's coming in September that I cannot forget about. So now that I've really cracked open the training book for the half Ironman, I think that I'll be able to find a little bit more consistency. And I think the last 2 weeks, now going into the third week since I kind of check in with myself on Fridays, is that I'm finding that balance again. Part of it is definitely trying to keep the adult beverages to the weekend, unless for some reason there's some sort of celebration during the week, but it doesn't have to be kind of not every day necessarily, but it doesn't have to sneak into the week. I know that what I did last summer that worked really well for me was calling it the drink end. So it's adult beverages are saved for kind of Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then Monday through Thursday, I stick more to my daily points target, focus more on fueling and just trying to keep the balance that way. And it really worked for me last summer. And so now for the past few weeks, I've kind of been getting back into that MO. And I definitely feel better overall. I'm getting rid of the bloat that's just kind of been hanging out with me for a while. So it's nice to have that gone. And so it's really making me a little bit more focused and realizing that when I start to eat out more and do that sort of thing, I'm just being lazy. Like there's no reason behind it and there's no need for it. And I think that now that the wife is kind of getting back on the healthy bandwagon as well, that it's helpful when the two of us are kind of doing it together, as I think everyone understands. And so since she's back training for a half marathon, and then we'll be training for the Disney Rebel Challenge in January, which is a 10K on Saturday and a half marathon on Sunday, she's going to be focusing more on the nutrition and the working out as well. And so it really keeps me on track when your other half is on track as well. You know what I mean? I think everyone knows how that can happen. So that's something that I definitely think more consistency is what I'm looking for in the second half, and really listening to my body. I realized in June when I did a 5K yesterday is that I ran 53 miles in June, which is wonderful. It's a great amount, but having looked at the months prior to that, I was around 90 or 100 every month. So I could tell that I was injured, and I have to listen to this hamstring. Like if I'm not going to get better if I just keep hurting it. You know what I mean? And it's like, I have higher things in mind. This half Ironman I need to be at my top form, so I need this hamstring thing to go away. So I realized that I could tell that I did listen to my body because the numbers were definitely lower in June. And I'm really hoping that I'm still, foam rolling, icing, heating, getting more in the pool on the bike to try to help as best I can, but it just takes time, unfortunately, which can be really, really frustrating. But so that's what I kind of took this weekend while I was away for a wedding in the past couple days to realize is that what do I want to see happen now, the second half of 2014. I was disappointed with myself in the first half, even though I still managed to run 3 marathons in the first half of 2014, which shocks me because it brings my career total to 6. So half of them have been done in 2014. So, that's nothing to be upset about, but I think overall, when it comes to consistency, I let myself down. So now I'm bringing it back to the forefront, and I think I feel better. Getting back into my Weight Watchers meetings as a member has been nice. So I think I'm really trying to find that balance and just be more consistent and not kind of give in to the laziness that's so easy to do. So I pledge you this week, I challenge you to sit back and think for yourself. Let's look back at the first half of the year and what do you want to see happen in the second half of 2014? And feel free to share with me. We need that accountability and motivation and support. So feel free to share, what do you want to see by December 31st, 2014? All right. Have a wonderful July 4th. Be safe. Have fun with friends and family, and know that it's about those people and not always about the food. All right. But have a beer for me.